He had everything one could wish for in life: money, fame, and glory. But despite all this, when looking back, he realized that he was never fully satisfied with his life. What happened? Let's find out in today's video. Robert Redford, whose real name was Charles Robert Redford Jr., was born on August 18, 1936, in Santa Monica, California. His parents were Charles Sr. and Martha. His dad worked hard as a milk delivery man to put food on the table, so it was his mom who played a central role in raising him and his brother. Robert remained very close to her throughout his life. From an early age, Robert showed little interest in acting. He loved sports and the outdoors more than anything. He excelled in baseball and even earned a partial scholarship to play for the University of Colorado Boulder. But he lost the scholarship due to academic struggles and disciplinary issues. After leaving college, he traveled across Europe, where he developed a passion for painting and the arts. He studied briefly in Florence, Italy, and upon returning to the US, enrolled at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York, a decision that marked the beginning of his journey into theater and acting. After graduating, Redford began appearing in television shows and Broadway plays. He made his Broadway debut in Tall Story 1959 and gained wider recognition with Barefoot in the Park 1967, where he starred opposite Jane Fonda. Around this time, he also connected with director Sidney Pollack, who cast him in This Property is Condemned, 1966. Though not a major hit, the film helped establish his presence in Hollywood. In 1969, Redford co-starred with Paul Newman in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. The film became a classic and made him a household name. He went on to star in The Sting, 1973, which earned him his first and only Oscar nomination as Best Actor. Other legendary films followed, including All the President's Men and The Way We Were. By the 1970s, Redford was one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. In 1980, he stepped behind the camera and made his directorial debut with Ordinary People. The film was both a critical and commercial success, winning the Academy Award for Best Picture and earning Redford the Oscar for Best Director. He continued directing films like Quiz Show, A River Runs Through It, and The Legend of Bagger Vance, proving himself to be as talented behind the camera as he was in front of it. Beyond Hollywood, Redford made his mark by founding the Sundance Institute and the Sundance Film Festival. Named after his famous Sundance Kid character, the festival became the most important platform for independent filmmakers worldwide. It gave countless directors, writers, and actors their first real chance to showcase their talent. Redford also became a passionate activist. He worked closely with organizations like the Natural Resources Defense Council to fight for environmental causes, speaking out about climate change and conservation long before it became mainstream. He also stood up for civil rights and political justice, using his fame to amplify important issues. Throughout his career, Redford won numerous awards, including Golden Globes and an Academy Award. In addition to his 1980 directing Oscar, he received an honorary Oscar in 2002 for his lifetime contribution to cinema. And in 2016, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the United States. Despite all this, Redford often admitted that fame and success didn't always bring fulfillment. At heart, he considered himself an artist, someone who began as a painter and always wrestled with balancing creativity against the commercial demands of Hollywood. He struggled with the sacrifices his career demanded, especially the time it took away from his family. On September 16, 2025, Robert Redford passed away peacefully at his home in Sundance, Utah, surrounded by his family. He was 89 years old. His children described him as a loving father, grandfather, and great-grandfather who lived a full life and left behind a legacy of inspiration. Fans and colleagues around the world paid tribute, remembering him not only as one of the greatest actors and directors of all time, but also as a visionary who changed the film industry and a lifelong activist who fought for the planet. In the end, Robert Redford's life reminds us that true success isn't measured by fame or fortune, but by passion, purpose, and the difference you make in the world. His story will continue to inspire generations to follow their dreams and create a legacy that lasts. Well, folks, that wraps up today's episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to show your support by liking and subscribing. And most importantly, share your thoughts and comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, stay tuned and keep chasing your dreams.